that's what it's going to take to come into this game. Is being resilient, fighting. Basketball is a game of runs and ups and downs, and we went down the first 4 minutes. We didn't have the effort we needed to, but as the game went on, we had that. So I don't think that last shot was the reason we lost. It was plays before that, and I take a part of that on myself. Only having a couple of rebounds, I got to be better than that on the glass. So we was just resilient today. So I would say that.
Was it those first 4 minutes in the second half? Is that more what you're talking about?
Yeah, the first 4 minutes of the second half, they went on a big run, got up. Just can't let that happen.
Malaki, you were instrumental in helping get the run going in the second half. I think you scored 9 or 11 straight points. What were you seeing at that point, and what did it feel like to start cutting into that deficit?
Really, I was just trying to be aggressive, just trying to start something, just trying to start an action. Like you just said, we came out a little slow second half, 4 minutes. So the rest of that second half, we were just being aggressive and we were just clawing back. So I felt like we did good, but like you said, we got to come out kind of stronger in the second half.
Does this bring back? I was thinking about Indiana as this game went on in the second half, but then you guys flipped the script. In that game, you weren't able to mount a late run. This time, you were. What was different about this team on the road in a hostile environment compared to that one?
They both were great environments, honestly, but Indiana was a learning experience. We saw what it took to be the effort on the away games, road games, but came up short in this one. Got to get ready for the next one.
It looked like you guys had Hunter where you wanted him, locked up on the sideline there in the closing seconds, and somehow the ball gets to Ivy and he makes the shot. Just what was going on for you guys defensively, I guess, during that possession?
It's a good shot. I feel like we got a good contest. Big time players make big time plays, and shout out to him. He's a really good player. Has been having a great year, but I feel like we had him in the right position where we wanted a fadeaway three. Can't ask for better defense possession than that, truthfully.
First 30 minutes, your threes, you guys may have been like 3 of 17, something like that, just really struggling hitting the three-pointers. I think Malaki and Eugene hit a couple, Cedric hit a couple to get it going. And they're taking away the inside, too. Just what can you guys do when they're so good defensively, you're missing threes and they're taking away the inside as well?
Just playing together, not forcing things. I felt like we did that most of the time. Just let it come to us, honestly. We didn't make shots. Yeah, that was our biggest problem, not making shots in the first half, honestly. If we made a couple more threes, we've been in the game, but it's fine. Everybody's not going to have a great shooting night, and I feel like we did what we had to do.
Yeah. You touched on this a little bit already, but maybe the last minute, EJ, hitting those back-to-back threes on a night when shots haven't fallen, what does it take when things are going against your way or not going your way, you're playing in a tough environment, to step up and make big shots in those moments? What does that take?
My teammates, honestly, they told me just keep my head up, the shot's going to come. And I shot it with confidence. I felt like I was thinking about it a little bit when I was shooting other shots today. I hesitated, but those last 2 shots, I just put them up. So.
When you start making a run, when they're rolling, they're up 20, they're at home, you start making a run, can you feel that start to impact them? Could you feel the game changing? Maybe Malaki for you?
They're going to feed off the crowd, and the crowd was very good today. So I feel like just feeding off the crowd, that gets them going even more. So,
for you guys, did you feel like when you start getting the momentum rolling, what does that feel like when you're doing that on the road in such a tough environment?
I feel good, actually. Just quieting the crowd. They wasn't saying that for a couple minutes, so I feel like we just got to keep doing that. We're going to be good on the road. We got to learn a lesson. So,
EJ, how different does this one feel than, not to harp on Indiana or Wisconsin, but you guys have had some struggles on the road. This one, to fight back from 20 down like you did and to have it come down to a buzzer beater, how differently does this one feel compared to maybe some of those?
All losses hurt, but this one is this one hurts, definitely.
It's tough to win.
Yeah.
It's tough to win. It's not like we want to lose. Right? So it's definitely tough to win, especially when we away.
Just feels like this one you might come away from this feeling a little differently than some of those other ones.
For sure.
I get to see my family after this, so that kind of cheer me up.
After this game, you go back, you play the next 2 at home. 7 of your last 11 with that makeup with Nebraska are going to be at home. You come away from here thinking, this was just one game. You guys take care of business at home. You can be right where you want to be, or what do you think, I guess?
We got to go back to the drawing board, honestly. Look at what the mistakes we could have made, the mistakes we did have, and just move on to the next game. So we're going to watch the film, clean it up. Just another lesson in the book for the rest of the season.
Yeah, just keep doing it day by day. Keep stacking good days. I feel like that's the best we can do.
What was the challenge trying to contest them down low? I mean, it seems like obviously Edie's got size. How does he impact the game? How did you try to take him out?
Giant. I mean, like that's Like I'm a big human. When I go home, people tell me I'm gigantic, but they don't even understand what we just had to go through right there. But he did really well keeping the ball high. He's a good player. They're coaching him well. So
How much better is he this year at like using his position and his size? Because I thought last year sometimes maybe he didn't capitalize on that enough against you guys.
yeah, I feel like good coaches here. They're doing what he has to do with him. He's got better. He did that with the Canadian team this past summer, but I feel like he's getting really good. So yeah.
Hey, last couple, just those two over there on the side will get coach ready.
EJ, I'm sorry if you've already been asked this, but when you're struggling from the outside a little bit and then you've got a 7-footer inside, how much more difficult does that make it for you to try to get into the offense?
I got to get myself out of the slump, honestly. It all comes down to me and making shots. I feel like they did a great job sending bodies at me, but it all comes back to me and just being able to play with confidence and shoot with confidence.
Is it a little strange to see a freshman kind of pick you guys up scoring-wise, and what does that do for you when you see Malaki start to play like this in front of a crowd like that?
Nah, I told people before the season he's a bucket. Like, I mean, you can't describe him any other way. And I feel like he steps up in big moments like the Nebraska game. I wasn't playing my best, and he stepped up and had 35, so I'm not surprised at all.
What's the challenge of Ida? What does he do that maybe some other guards in this league don't?
He's gotten a lot better since last year. He's worked on his pace, not playing 100 miles per hour every second, and he's a really good guard. I'm happy we got to see him this early in the Big Ten season, and we're just going to take this L as a lesson. So.
You say back to the drawing board. You guys have been through a couple of these like last-minute buzzer-beating wins. I mean, does it kind of showcase like what needs to be fixed in a more like how does this one feel? Because it did come close here.
Yeah, just effort. I feel like they blitzed us in the beginning of the second half, and we just got to be better than that. Honestly, we put ourselves in a hole, and to fight all the way back, we would play like that throughout the course of the game. All 40 minutes, we would have been in a good spot. So.
Does that show progress? Is that like is that some sort of victory for you guys, or are you guys? I'm curious here.
Yeah, it definitely shows progress, as in just playing on the road, honestly, because our last road game didn't go as how we wanted it to. I mean, yes, it did, Minnesota. The last loss on the road game, but it shows resilience and it shows how these guys come out here and compete. So.
All right, guys, thanks.
Thanks, guys.